we'll really start on time. So I'm going to start by really welcoming everyone. Oh my goodness, what a day. What a day. It's been jitters the whole day. We have amazing announcements to do. And I really want to thank you all for being here. Everyone who supported us up to this point and that will in the future, because I know I've received so many texts. And it's just like, we're so grateful. Oh my goodness, we're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the guests that are on now. And like I said, to everyone who will support us. This project, 20 Powerful Women in Network Marketing, was absolutely amazing. I met probably 50 new women that I think it's going to be a sister club from now on. Absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful. And of course, thank you to all of the authors, but I will let Deborah talk about them a bit more. I really want to thank Deb. Tonight only, I'm not going to throw her any pot. I'm only going to throw flowers. So enjoy, Deb. It's tonight only that I'm nice with you. But basically, thank you for always pushing me out of my comfort zone. Well, actually, I should say thank you for always throwing me out of my comfort zone. And, we need to figure it out and we create amazing projects. So thank you. I love you. And I want to tell everyone tonight, there's going to be amazing prizes to win, like really amazing prizes to win. All of the authors have given gifts. So pay attention to what you will hear, because we will actually ask you questions. There will be a little trivia. And also, please put your names and email addresses in the chat box. So some of the draws will be by questions, and some of the draws will be random, just picking out your emails. All of the draws will be done tomorrow because that's the decision, the executive decision that was made. And so have fun. And we're also live streaming in a Facebook group, True Dat Media, at the same time. So hi to everyone there. And in the Facebook group, write comments as well, because all of those names are going in the draw as well. And I will let Deborah continue. Wait a second, sorry. Oh goodness, I almost skipped this one. I really want to wish happy birthday to my son, Nicholas, who's turning 22 today on January 22nd. So it's actually his lucky year. And yes, it was a bit selfish to choose today as the date, because I think that it's one of the luckiest days of my life. So happy birthday, Nico. And to you, Deb. Deborah? Now would be a good time to start, Deborah.
Good time to start over again. Good thing I understand technology. Okay, so thank you so much, Caroline. I feel the same way about you. I love you dearly. And thank you for saying yes to this amazing project and to the other things that we kind of, we're big believers. Caroline and I are big believers in positivity. And, she loves what Jeff Olson says. I love what Richard Branson says, that when you have an opportunity thrown at you, you just say yes and figure it out later. And that's kind of exactly what you are seeing the result of here. And I get the pleasure of being able to tell you a little bit about how this started, and also to give a great, big, heartfelt thanks to all of these authors. I have to tell you, when I tell you the story of how this all came to be, in less than 4 months, we are here. And so that's pretty interesting, right? You think about having to put all of the elements of a book together, all of the Amazon, get it ready, the publishing, the editing, and 20 authors, not only 20 authors, but 20 women that have not known each other prior to this. Some of them did, but not for the most part didn't. And so, really, I just want to give a big round of applause, and everybody should. If you are on here and you are a guest of someone that invited you to be here, that is an author, please text them later or text them tomorrow and tell them that you were here, because these women are brave. I don't know if you've ever been an author. Maybe there's some people on here that have, but to write your personal story, to write your personal journey in print, it's non-changeable. It's one thing to stand on stage. It's one thing to talk to your girlfriends. It's one thing to go do a presentation. And people hear it and they say it, and that's awesome, right? It's up on Facebook and down, the week later, it's old news. This is in print. And I know that all of these women went through pretty cathartic experiences, writing everything down so that the industry could benefit, so future women could benefit. And I'm going to talk a lot about women, but I know there's men on here supporting us. I know that you guys have mothers, sisters, grandmothers, daughters, stepdaughters, that are part of this industry or are just entrepreneurial. And so it's a book for women, about women, but it's also for men as well. So we may not be mentioning you a lot tonight, but we do appreciate and love your support. And so the story was really interesting. You ever do anything in business and you're like, you go and you hope it turns out successful, but you're like, ooh, that kind of didn't turn out so well. Well, that was the experience that I had. So I flew across Canada all the way over to the other side, and I went and did a wellness show for my business, because that's a great idea, right? It was a great idea, but you know what? It was just one of those things that didn't yield a lot. Okay, that's to say it wasn't a well-marketed show. So if you've ever been at one of those, you talk a lot to your neighbor. But I did get a business card. Now,
she's so excited,
and it was from a woman. Yes, I'm so excited.
Sorry.
Okay.
And you did freeze for a second.
Okay, so it was a woman called Ronnie Sways, and she had a company called A Beautiful Life. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And I took it because I wanted to publish a book one day about something completely different. It was about aromatherapy. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll call her. Well, a number of months ago, I decided it was time to do some research on some publishers. And so I contacted a number of publishers and just asking all sorts of questions.
No. Mom's muted. You're muted.
Caroline, if you make me host, I can manage the muting and.
Okay. So, because I can hear people in the background. So can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? Someone thumbs me up? Okay, great. I'm going to keep going whether you guys are talking or not. Okay. So anyways, I decided to do this book. It's about aromatherapy. I had another book I wanted to do as personal, and I was actually working on a book with a gentleman in the direct sales, and it was about doing business belly to belly. Well, we know that's changed, right? So that project was put aside a little bit. And so I did this research and I put it aside. Now, I'm 3 hours difference to Ronnie, and I wake up one morning and my phone's ringing. Not unusual. I don't answer my phone in the morning because, we all have our own thing. But I just grabbed it and I'm like, hello. And she's like, hi, it's Ronnie from A Beautiful Life. And like, what are you going to do? You're like, oh, hey, how are you? It's exciting, If it was Caroline that called me, I'd be like, what are you doing calling me so early? But I was like, oh, hey, hi. And I got super excited and I talked to her and she said, hey, I'm doing these amazing anthologies and I think you should do one. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the heck is an anthology, right? So I'm like, what is that? And she's, oh, it's when a group of people get together and they decide that they want to do a book with a certain topic. And I said, hey, you know what? I've been asked to be in a couple of anthologies before, and the idea grabbed my attention, but the topics never grabbed my soul. And so we started to do what, we did. And we started to talk about this industry and women and business and what is it? Anyways, I got super excited. Like my gut started to go round and round, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And so I do what I always do when I get a good and bad idea. I call Caroline and I tell Caroline, guess what? I got this idea and I think you should do it with me. But here's the beauty. One thing I have learned in network marketing is about third-party calls. So I'm like, Caroline, you talk to Ronnie and Ronnie's going to tell you what she just told me, and you're going to get us excited. And then we're going to do this project. And so here's the thing. We had an interview that day. So if you don't know, Caroline and I own True That Media. And so we were being interviewed by another podcaster, and he's in finance. And so he's talking to us about finance and business. And so, this call with Ronnie had just been in the 48 hours beforehand. And so he gets to the end of this workshop or end of the interview and he says, so ladies, that's amazing. He's like, so what's next on your agenda? And out of somewhere comes, oh, we're doing a book. And thank goodness Caroline doesn't miss a beat. And she's like, absolutely, we're doing a book. And that was less than 4 months ago. And here we are. And so that was how this book came to be. It's an interesting process. And it all started with a really bad trade show, one business card, and someone phoning me impromptu and waking me up out of my sleep. And so I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm so grateful to be talking about this particular sector. And again, you may or may not be in this sector, But I want to tell you, one of the things that was the most inspiring for both myself and Caroline and these authors is that for me as a woman in business, and I've been in business for 30 years, I've owned businesses, traditional businesses, I've owned businesses in this sector, and there is nothing ever that I have seen to date that I believe is as much as an equal opportunity employer. And I've always said that about this sector. I've always said that about this industry. And honestly, one thing that I do love about this business is that there is no ceiling level. And when you listen to these women talk and when you listen to their stories, it really is about that. It's about making people better. And, in certain sectors, you don't have access to everything. Well, here, it doesn't matter if your age, doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter the level of education. It doesn't matter if you've been in business before. It just doesn't matter. You come into a company in this sector and you are entitled to absolutely everything that the person at the top has. You don't, it's not like, ooh, they get certain sales tools and you don't, and they get certain access and you don't. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. It is equal opportunity. You got the same product, the same company, the same opportunity, the same sales tools, the same. And the beautiful thing is you can make of it what you want. There's no judgment about what you want, how big or how little. And so it's such an empowering, positive sector. And here's the crazy thing. Some people don't even know about this sector. Some people don't even know. If I told you the numbers, and I am going to tell you some numbers today because I'm a bit of a numbers and a math person. When you hear that, some people don't even know that this is an opportunity that's available to them, right? And so we're just all very grateful to be able to have been introduced. And this book is something that is timeless. And that was really the premise behind the book, that if someone was to walk into the world of entrepreneurship in this sector or not, they could take that book now. They could read it in 2 years. They could read it in 5 years. They could read it in 10 years. And it's all inspiration. And here's the beautiful thing. You've got 20 women that are hitting certain levels of success in their business. And the whole thing is tell all. So it's not just a book of stories, which is amazing. Listening to people's journeys is amazing. Biographies, you learn so much from reading them. But this is really, really tell all. It's like, ooh, it's a manual to success. And so I give hats off to these authors that were, one, willing to become transparent, two, to become brave, and three, to tell their secrets on how they got to success. And do you know what? In this business, that's how you get more successful. That's how you get more successful. And so I just wanted to share something with you. Now, this is just statistics, and thank you, Kathy, for giving me this today. This is the statistics of just the US. And I know that there's a lot in North America. I know there's a lot of Europe that's listening to this. I know that it's recorded. And I'm just giving this as a conceptual, so an idea, so you can kind of get what I'm talking about and why we put ourselves through this cathartic experience for the benefit of others, because that's what happens. So as a woman in business, writing a book for women in business and becoming an equal opportunity and letting people know about this industry is that in the US, 87% of millionaires are men. And I'm talking about this from a, glass ceiling. Remember I said there's no glass ceiling? Of the 13% that are left, so 87% men, 13% women. Out of those 13%, 85% of those women are in this industry. They're in this industry. When I say there's no glass ceiling, there is no glass ceiling, right? So you can work it around your life, due to the nature or due to the culture or due to whatever. I mean, I'm well into my 50s. I know that it's been a very different evolution of entrepreneurship from 30 years ago to now. When I started in this industry, there wasn't even a women's networking group. So we started it in my basement Sunday at 2, and you could bring your kids, and we all paid $2 for our food. Do you know what I mean? It's been a great evolution. And just to think, it doesn't matter if you have aging parents or you have kids or you have, you're in school or you have another business or you want to paint all day or whatever, you can tap into something that leverages you, that you can generationally pass on and build your own business. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some numbers later, but I just wanted to share and open up your eyes and expand the idea of this amazing, beautiful industry. And here's the last thing that I'm going to say about these women before I pass it on back over to Caroline, is that in spending time with them, The first meeting we had, me and Caroline talked afterwards, obviously. We were in this beautiful collective Zoom. I couldn't have imagined the power if we were allowed to be in the room together. And we got off and I called her and I'm like, I can't breathe. And she's like, I can't breathe either. And I said, that was incredible. And she said, yeah, now look, you think about 20 women in an industry or 20 people in a room in an industry that's normally competitive, can be competitive, right? It's business. And it was so collaborative. And I said to her, I've done a lot of things for women in business. I don't think I've ever been a part of something that was this important. And she's like, me too. So hats off to you for supporting that woman. Hats off if you are that woman. And I'm just so grateful to be able to be here. And I'm so grateful for all the opportunities that we have. And so I'm going to pass this back over to Caroline, and she's going to have some fun passing you around to, you're going to hear from all the authors and prizes and all that kind of stuff. So Caroline, it's back to you, girlfriend.
Thank you. Thank you. So I will start by making a toast to all of the authors, and I hope that you have your glass of wine, champagne, tea, bourbon, Deborah. So to everyone, thank you. For me, it's pure vodka. So I will start by introducing the very first author. And you know what? There's no specific orders that I chose. It's just, there's no one more important than others, and we love them all. But the first author I met not too long ago, and I literally fell in love with her instantly. Her name is Lisa DeMaio. She will introduce herself. But basically, Lisa is a multi-million-dollar earner, an amazing success in this industry. But what I love the most about her is her heart, her passion to coach people, to help people go to the next level. And Lisa, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself, please?
I'm unmuted. I didn't know that I was going first. And welcome, everyone. This is such an exciting time for all of us. Deb, what an incredible statistic that 85% of the 13% of millionaires are women in network marketing. And you guys, I was telling Caroline and Deb, when I first started in the business, someone once said to me, women can have it all, but they can't have it all at the same time. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's really right. I'm a mom, I'm a single mom, 3 kids. And when I started I only had 2 daughters at that time. And I was in the grind. I was in the rat race. I was trading time for money. And this was an opportunity for me to get out of that. And what I focus most on in my business is really shifting people's mindset from being an employer or an employee to a business owner and an investor. And I don't know where else, you guys, on the planet where we can have a multi-million-dollar business with only the products we consume as our overhead. And when people say, you know, oh, what is that thing? Or they just don't understand. And they want to know more. They need to know more. And I don't think that there is a better time ever in the history of our world than right now to shout from the rooftops about network marketing. The world is desperate for transformation. They need something different. We're not getting shut down. Our industry isn't going to close overnight. We are pandemic proof. We're proving that. I've never, ever been busier. And it gives me every day just so much fuel and energy to wake up and know that I'm providing hope for other people. And that's what network marketing is. Single, divorced, married, 75, 18, men, women, couples, it doesn't matter. There's no nepotism. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't even matter who you know. It just matters that you think about something in a way in which you haven't thought about it before. And what I love about this book and what I'm so appreciative of is that we get to tell the grit. We get to tell the behind the scenes the behind the scenes story of what it was like to start out with an ID number and some products. And for all of you that may feel somewhat stuck in your business, today's reset day. Today's brand new beginning day, because it's not about the team that you have. It's about the team that you haven't met yet and the people that you're about to get to know, and how absolutely beautiful and amazing to start 2021 with all the knowledge from all these incredible, beautiful human beings who are going to pour into you for the rest of the night, and for you to take something with you that you may have not had until right now. So I'm excited to share my story in the book. I went from pharmaceutical sales, a life and leadership coach, trained in so many different modalities, juggling 2 careers at the same time with 2 babies on a hip, to network marketing. I skyrocketed in one company, had my 3rd baby, decided, you know what, once again, sometimes we just don't make the right decision the first time. I picked the right industry, but not the right company for me. I made another leap of faith. I joined a 2nd company. I skyrocketed in that company. I've been here for 9 years. My results are not typical, but for the last 7.5 out of 9 years, I am one of those 13% of women in the 85% bracket that make 7 figures a year, over $1 million annually because of network marketing. And I'm here to tell you that you can have it all, and you can have it all at the same time. So I'm so grateful to be a part of this. I'll do anything that you girls are a part of, because I love it. I'm fueled by you. And anything else, Caroline, that you want me to add?
Lisa, where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey with my 3 beautiful children and my new fiance who's here cheering me on. He's the best. And, you know, I've done it all by myself for a really long time. And I will tell you, it feels so much better to be doing it with someone who fully supports, embraces, and is so proud. And it's just been beautiful. So I'm originally from New York, and I now reside in New Jersey.
Well, thank you, Lisa, and congrats on the engagement. And we'll, send the invites for the wedding. Everyone will be there. We can't wait to have just something face to face. Thank you so much for being part of the book. So I'm going to do the first draw. Sorry, I need to get into it. So the first draw is a private coaching session with Lisa. Who doesn't want to win that? 30 minutes of Lisa's time. Honestly, whether you're in network marketing or any industry, I know that it will be super beneficial. So the first draw, you need to write in the comments, whether it be in the chat here or comments on Facebook, where is Lisa originally from? And I'm not going to give the answer. So the first one to answer wins a private coaching session with Lisa. Thank you for offering that, Lisa. Now we're going to our second author. Unfortunately, she could not be with us tonight, and she was disappointed, but she did leave us a beautiful video. Amy Grasso is with Isagenix, a lovely, lovely lady. And I'm going to let her introduce herself. So go ahead, Wei, please.
Okay.
We can't hear the sound, Wei. Little technical difficulties, but it's all going to work out. And by the way, thank you so much to Wei Matea Ellis for helping me tonight and doing all of this, because I would be panicking alone. Go ahead.
My pleasure, Caroline.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. So I am so sorry that I could not be here live with you all this evening to celebrate this incredibly exciting book launch. But I wanted to take a quick minute to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me. So my name is Amy Grasso. I have been in network marketing with Beachbody for almost 9 years now. It has changed my life in so many ways, and I am grateful every single day for this network marketing opportunity. So I am a wife of 11 years to my husband, Steve. He is actually a head basketball coach, and that is where we are at tonight. We actually got to go to one of his games, which we haven't been able to do all season. So he is a head basketball coach for a local city here in Dayton, Ohio. And I also have 2 sons. So Cameron is going to be 10 years old in March, and then Carter, who is 3 and a half, he turns 4 in July. Initially, when I got into network marketing, it was because of my first son. I wanted to stay home with him. I wanted to raise him. I wanted to be present, and I was able to do that through my journey. So it is so exciting to be a part of this. I thank you all for, contributing and making this book a huge success. I look forward to meeting you all, maybe live and in person at some point. So happy Friday again. Let's go. Let's have a great launch, and I will talk to y'all soon.
Thank you, Amy. I really hope that they won. They better have won. So Amy is offering an amazing gift as well. She is offering a set that is Shakeology. It's called Shakeology. Yes. So it's a protein shake, chocolate protein shake, super good, super tasty. It's from Beachbody, and you have the collagen as well. So we will do a draw. There's no question. It's just we will pick a name. That easy, just being there. So don't forget to write your email address, your information, so we can reach you, and you will win this amazing set of products. So our third, and I'm dropping my things. Our third author is another powerhouse, and she's been in network marketing for quite a while. I will let her tell her story, but oh my goodness, she has a lot of experience. She has so many words of wisdom. Let me introduce you to Valerie Aloisio. Valerie, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Please.
And
Yay!
hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Awesome. Hi,
Yes.
ladies. Thank you so much for putting this on. It is such an honor to be with all the people here listening and to be a contributing author in this book. I mean, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I've been reading the book and it's fantastic. So I can't wait for you all to go get the book. But I've been in network marketing for 20 years. I cannot believe it's been an incredible journey. I have a corporate background in corporate America, management training and development. I too, I have 2 kids. I was a single mom of those, the 7 and 10-year-old 20 years ago. And trading that time for money, work-life balance was Zippo, and fighting the traffic, getting the kids off to school. I just knew that there had to be a better way. And when a friend said to me, hey, why don't you look at this? You love these products. Why don't you look at doing this as a business? I said, no, thank you. I hate salespeople. Not for me. Maybe for you, but not for me. And she says, you know something, Valerie, a closed mind is a wonderful thing to lose. Listen to that, guys. A closed mind is a wonderful thing to lose. And I almost missed the journey of a lifetime because I was saying no. Okay. So if you ever get said no, no is not no forever. So everyone, I made a decision. I stepped all in and I said, you know what? I went to the 7- and 8-figure earners in that company, my first company. And I said, teach me what you know, because I need to replace a 6-figure income and I want to be a 7-figure earner. I want to be one of those 13%, and you know what? It's been quite the journey. The last 5 years, I've been with pioneering a new industry in the legal cannabis space, in the hemp industry. It's been a great journey. But that dream came true of hitting the top and being one of those 7-figure earners. But you know what? I didn't stop. When I got the no's, I kept going. And, I did remarry a wonderful husband that we've been together now for quite some time, married for 11 years, and I have 2 beautiful children and 3 stepsons. And so the blended family has been fantastic. And having a entrepreneurial opportunities such as network marketing gave me the lifestyle that I only dreamed about. And now I have the absolute privilege of sharing that journey with others and helping them get what they want. And that's what just excites me so much every single day. So it's been an incredible journey and a wonderful experience being an author in this book and being with these other wonderful powerhouse ladies. And I just am thrilled for our future. And if any of you are not sure about this industry, you know what? Do your due diligence, take that leap of faith. Be the best version of you, and you can have anything you want as long as you're in service of others. So thank you so much, ladies. Back over to you, and thank you so much for having me participate.
Thank you so much, Valerie. And Valerie is another person I didn't know not too long ago. For me, 2020 was actually a great year because I really met amazing people. So thank you, Valerie, for being a part of the book. And Valerie is also offering a 30-minute coaching session. So, products are amazing, but those coaching sessions will be where you will get so many nuggets and so many, words of wisdom. And you can actually ask them about anything, about your current business, whether you're in network marketing or not. These are powerhouses that know a lot about a lot. So we will draw this, no questions, just picking a name. So good luck to everyone. Keep writing your names, email addresses, and you will be part of the draw. Now, our next author is, goodness, a ball of energy. I've rarely met someone this excited constantly about her business, even if she's been in the business for years and years and years. She keeps her fresh excitement from, the one we have day one when we start. Well, she's always consistent this way. I've mainly seen her on trips, so I also always see her on really good occasion as well. But Cindy Haffenbrack is with us. So Cindy has been in the business for decades. She's a lovely mother of 2 boys. And Cindy, I will let you introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy Haffenbrack from Seattle, Washington. And what an honor and what a joy and what a pleasure to be here, part of this incredible group. And my background is I'm a single mom with 2 wonderful, wonderful boys. And when I found out about this industry, my life was very, very different. I was just struggling. I was stressed out about my bills. I had so many things hanging over my head. I had my kids' college loans that were hanging over my head. And my mom, she was living on a fixed income, and I wanted to help her financially. And so I got, I got in for 2 reasons: to give my kids a better life and help my mom. And I kept praying to God, give me something I can do, give me something that I can believe in, give me a company that has my back, and give me something that don't make it that hard. And I want to have something so I can help my mom and do it quick, because she's 83. And I have to tell you, this business has just given me and my kids and my family a dream life. And boy, I don't even recognize my life and how it was when I first started. But I just want to say, when I first found out about this book, I thought, what a great idea. This is like the best idea ever, putting together a book with all these women that are giving their tips and talking about their journey and how they got their business rocking and rolling. And I thought, wow, if this isn't going to take years off your learning curve, I don't know what will. And I just thought that after reading this book, I just feel like you're going to be so inspired to just go after your dreams. And I just feel this incredible, beautiful industry of network marketing. They're handing you on a silver platter anything you've ever wanted, anything you've ever hoped for, anything you've ever wanted, the beautiful life you want to give your family. And I just feel after you read this book, I just think you're going to feel so equipped that you can do it. After you read these beautiful, inspiring stories, you're going to think, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. And I know you're going to feel that way. And I believe that after you read this book, you're going to come away with bigger dreams. You're going to dream your biggest, wildest dreams you've ever had, because this book will inspire you. And I just want everybody to read the book and just be so inspired and dream the biggest dreams you've ever dreamt in your life. So this is going to be an exciting launch.
Thank you, Cindy. And Cindy is also so humble because, I mean, she is a true powerhouse. You know, at the top of her company, I recognize so many times, 7-figure earner. Like, I can't say enough of this lady. She's amazing. And Cindy is offering a night cream, which is the flagship product of her company. So it's an anti-aging night cream that will turn back the clock. Honestly. So that's really a prize that you want to win. Again, no question. There's so many questions I could have asked here, but it's going to be a free gift. We're only picking someone. So now our next, thank you so much, Cindy. And honestly, it's an honor that you said yes to be in this book. The next author is someone I also met in 2020, and oh my goodness, you know, we met on Facebook and we started talking and I liked her instantly. She's such an inspiring woman with such a unique story. Sarah, are you on?
I am. Can you hear me?
Maybe you're muted. Awesome. Yes. So let me introduce you to Sarah West. And Sarah, please tell us your story.
Hi, everyone. I just want to start by saying thank you so much, Cataline and Deb. You guys are incredible for putting this project together, and the powerful women that are part of this, as well as everyone I see in the chat. Hello, everyone. So good to see you. Thank you all for the support, the love that you're, showing up here for everybody. We couldn't have such an incredible industry without the teams, the camaraderie, the culture. This community is what I'm here for. I love it. I love it. I want to actually ask, I want to start by asking, who here has ever gone through challenges and rough patches in their life? Put your hands up or put a 1 in the comment if that's you. I'm speaking to you because I've gone through so many of those and I feel for all of you. 2020 was a tough one. And I also want to say this, good. I'm glad you went through some hard times. I'm glad you're still going through some hard times. This is why you are going to be successful. 3.5 years ago, I was on welfare. I was broke inside, outside. I was broke financially. I wanted to end my life. I was a single mother of 2. I lived in a townhome. I had bed bugs. I wanted everything to end. This was my 9th year in network marketing, failing after failing after failing after failing. I sucked. I really sucked, but I didn't want to give up. There was a spark inside of me, and let me know if you relate to this spark. The spark inside just said, just don't give up. Just keep going. Just don't stop now. And like I could cry right now because I really wanted to end it. And I knew that I couldn't. There were too many people in my life who relied on me to, help and to be there for them. And I still had those big dreams. Who else can relate with that? Wow, like failing after failing after failing, but still having those massive, massive dreams, the ambition and the drive to do something great and wonderful with their life and make the most out of it. That was me. I wanted all the big things in life, the experiences, the traveling, the love, the companionship. I now have an incredible husband who supports me and is now a power couple with me. But 3.5 years ago, I was very alone in myself. And within, I hated myself. I thought I was so unlucky and the world was against me, the universe and the God and everything was against me. And I kept failing. And I said, you know what? This is it. I'm fed up. I've had enough. I said, I've got to be vulnerable enough to ask for help. And I started seeking out mentorship. And I knew that I had something within me that could be great and could help a lot of people. But I was too stubborn thinking, I got this. I got this. Put a 2 in the comments if you have gone from that switch from I got this to I need support and guidance. 100% that is the key. It's the key. That's why this book is the key. It's support and guidance for you to be the best version of yourself. What I did was I found someone who actually helped me open my mind and shift my perspectives, start to see more gratitude, trade my expectations for appreciation. That appreciation took me places. Within weeks after shifting from my beta to my alpha and actually being grateful for every little thing and starting to design based off a massive grand vision, not just money, not just traveling, not just love, but a massive vision of where I could live out my purpose and my passion, helping the world, changing the world for many different people. It wasn't until then that I started to create and manifest all the things that took me to my passion and purpose. 3 years later, finally stopped failing in network marketing. I started to help more people. I started to help people earn money they'd never earned before. I became a success coach, a high impact success coach inside and outside of network marketing. I wrote a book. It became a #1 bestseller within 6 days. And I continued to grow and to be better. I'm now the happiest I've ever been. I look back at all the struggles and the challenges. I'm so grateful for them. That's why I say, good. I'm glad you're struggling. I'm glad you're challenged. I'm glad you're being pushed to be the best version of yourself. If you are struggling and if you know you have greatness within you, get the book. Get in touch with someone who can guide you so you can release that incredible potential that you have. And you know you have it. You know you have it. That's that spark. So if I can do it, I'm telling you guys, anybody can. And I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg of my story. I wrote a book called Not Born This Way because I stopped defining myself by my past, by my limitations, by what society told me was my disadvantages. I stopped owning the stories that were holding me back from winning. And I instead started to define myself by who I wanted to become. I wanted to become a powerhouse that could get on a camera and a call like this and speak with ferocity and help others feel that ignition in them to do the greatest things that they know they're capable of. And that's who I became. I started to define myself in my life by what I wanted, who I wanted to become. And lo and behold, it has happened. And I'm helping others do the same thing. So I just want to thank you all so much for listening to that spark, getting on this call, finding support, finding guidance. I'm so grateful for my husband, all the people on here who are speaking out, who are active, engaged in life and engaged in this book. I know you're going to love it. I know these other women have incredible stories and you're going to relate, and it's going to help you grow and be the best version of you. So thank you guys so much.
Oh my goodness, Sarah. Like I have goosebumps. You are so powerful and inspiring. And yes, Sarah is now part of the 85%. So congratulations. You are such a model inspiration. And I'm so grateful that we met. So Sarah is offering 2 gifts, and one of them I want to win. The first one is this one, Not Born This Way. So Sarah is a self-published author. This book is absolutely amazing. It's telling her story. So the first person to tell me the name of the person we just listened to is getting this book. And perfect. So second thing that Sarah is offering is a 30-minute powerhouse coaching session. So I don't know about you, but the few minutes we just had now like gave me goosebumps, and I'm like, I want to get out of here and I just want to, do it. So imagine getting 30 minutes with her, like, wow. So for the coaching session, we're going to pick someone randomly. And now let me introduce you to our next author. Thank you so much, Sarah, by the way. Let me introduce you to our next author, someone from Calgary that is another huge powerhouse. So Angela Martini has also been in the business for a while, but not decades, but she really rose to the top very fast. And Angela has such an interesting story. You can find out about it in the book. But Angela, if you're there, please unmute yourself and the stage is yours.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you're muted.
I have unmuted myself. So
no, okay, I can hear you.
We good? All right. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Angela Martini, but tonight I'm drinking champagne because that's the drink. And with that, I wanted to, with immense gratitude to Carolyn and to Deb on this successful project. And I know we are in for an amazing run with this book. So With that, I want to say to all of you, I'm actually in Calgary, Canada, but I was born and raised in Austria in a small town in the 60s. And network marketing did not find me until in my late 40s in my life. And boy, I wished it would have been there for me earlier on in life. But you know, everything always happens for us, not to us, right? And the timing absolutely must have been divine timing. You know, my story, as many of the stories that you'll read in the book, isn't a perfect story. And I think that is why many of us have achieved success, because it was those struggles, those items, those things that have come in, that got in our way, that we overcame, that created that success finally in the present time for us. And network marketing provides an absolute perfect platform. It's a platform for personal excellence. It is a place where you can earn while you learn. It is where you are greeted with open arms, where you are applauded for every step forward. And this is why I have fallen in love with this profession pretty much right away. I was, like most people, very skeptical. It was a product experience that got me, all excited, and I really couldn't deny that, the products worked. But when I was, invited into this profession, I really was not very open, and it took some time. So yes, my experience is not decades, but it's been probably, of all the things I've done in my life, being a mother, moving from a country like Austria to Canada with 2 suitcases and big dreams, and not knowing the language, not knowing the culture, and all the things I had to overcome, and you'll have to read that in the book. It's one of the most powerful things I've ever done in my life. And in the time that we're in right now, in this time, in this moment, we are divinely timed with this book, with the profession that we are in, because not only do we, like Lisa said, provide hope for people, we provide an opportunity for people to work from home, to create, when maybe their jobs are being outsourced and they feel like there's nothing more for them. So it really does behoove us to step up, to grow. And one of the reasons why I said yes to the book, it was because it was an opportunity for me to step into the ring with people, with women, with big thinkers. And we are the sum of the 5 people, 10 people, the energy we surround ourselves with. So ladies, this is what you want to do in this upcoming year. Surround yourself with winners, people that have a bigger vision, grander vision, and they can show you the way. And I'm intensely honored to be part of this book. This profession has given me so much. And now in my 50s, I feel like I've only just begun, and it has kept me young. It's kept me, excited. And I can honestly tell you, in my years in this industry, I have never been this excited since the very moment when I realized what this opportunity actually was all about. So just like some of the ladies said, it doesn't matter where you are right now. You can set that reset button. You can not look back, only look forward. And this is one of the quotes in my book that I wanted to leave you with. We were all born to scale heights higher than we might have even ever imagined. We are all uniquely created to fulfill that whisper in our soul. All we have to do is listen. And for me, it was being open to this profession, being open to be this opportunity to be an author in this book, and with tremendous gratitude to each and every one of you, I embrace this opportunity in 2021. And how about starting out this year with a bang? So much gratitude to each and every one of you, and much gratitude to the ladies for holding space for so many of us to cast an even bigger ripple by throwing our rocks into the pond. Much success to each and every one of you.
So well said. Thank you so much, Angela. It's an honor to have you in the book as well. So Angela is graciously offering a coaching session, a 30-minute coaching session as well. You will also get amazing, nuggets and everything. And that can really, those coaching sessions can really help you go to the next level. And I think I already said that, but it's just that, every one of them that offered one is really, for me, I see it as such a big opportunity, because when a book is written or when someone has experience, instead of like going through the whole story and going through something yourself, ask for the experience, read the book, go get the nuggets instead of, avoid the mistakes that they did. So amazing. Our next author is such, I have a hard time saying what I want to say now. She's such a calm lady. She's calm, she's gentle, she's sweet, but oh my goodness, is she ever a powerhouse? You would never expect that when you see her because she's really calm and composed. But honestly, fierce and going for the goal and always achieving. She's been inducted in the $1 Million Club as well. Please welcome Ellen White. Ellen, are you here?
I am. Hello.
Yay.
Hey. Hi. Okay, you guys. I am. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that showed up. There's hundreds of people on here, and you're here for a reason. I don't believe there's a coincidence that you're here. So I applaud you for being here tonight. And I applaud you for supporting a friend or just being on here for yourself. I believe network marketing is the way life should be. I believe it's about helping other people. And this book is a labor of love. It's everybody's coming together to help our lessons learned. It's, it's not necessarily just what you do, it's what you don't do. So if the world could be better by people helping others, it reminds me of John Lennon, right? Imagine, if you will, a world where people get ahead solely by helping others. And that is truly what this industry is about. And I believe this book is the movement that is going to, because it's the first of a series, and it's a movement towards truly combining all the sisterhood, all the brotherhood, all the community, and helping, sharing the secrets, sharing the lessons learned across companies, across genders, across everybody, and really paying it forward. That to me is why I did the book. That to me is why I want so much. So I applaud you for showing up. That's why I'm here tonight. And that's why I have so much honor. And I feel so privileged to be part of these 19 other authors with Deb, with Caroline. Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. My story's in the book. I don't want to bore you with that tonight because we want to hear from everyone. I just want to say, imagine the world as we continue to pay it forward, every single one of us. Thanks.
Thank you. Wow, that's beautiful, Elaine, sorry. It's beautiful. That's my French mix with, emotion.
I'll be Ellen.
Thank you. And Elaine is also offering a coaching session. I want to win it. A 30 minutes coaching session, private time with her. She's absolutely amazing. So good luck to everyone. We will pick a name tomorrow. Now our next author is someone who has done everything, basically everything. If you want to have a short conversation with her, it's better to ask her what she hasn't done, because she's lived 1,000 experiences and she has so much, wisdom as well. So help me introduce Marcy Schachter, and she's in beautiful Florida tonight. Oh, I thought maybe you'd be on the beach. So hi, Marcy.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. And that is so true. Anybody who knows me know what haven't I done? And my artist beginnings, I'm in Cocoa Beach right now, just by the way, for a little bizcation with my friend Deborah, and having the time of my life. And I'm just so honored to be part of this amazing group of women. I am just humbled beyond humbled. And my mentor Valerie, I'm just following in her footsteps, like tell me what to do. But I wish I'd had this book. When I think about my beginnings back in 1992, I was an actress, I was a writer, I was a playwright, movie script writing, cook, like she said, everything. But it was always with the idea that I wanted to do my art That was my primary thing. And if there's any artists on this call tonight, I want you to know that you have to do many things to succeed in anything. And, you know, as an artist, it was a very good experience for me to step into other people's shoes. And it makes you a better artist, and to live those people's lives, whether it be on stage or in a storytelling. But as I started entering into this network marketing industry, of course, there's a stage. There's people that are sharing incredible stories. They're life affirming. They're absolutely empowering. And I got hooked in spite of me being dragged in kicking and screaming. And I will say that because my parents put me in network marketing. And they were the last people in the world that I would have thought, because they were true entrepreneurs. They had traditional business. And I always thought that I was going to just be an actor and that would be my life. But things change. And some of the things that I've seen that are continuum is that I go for things, I go through pain, I go through growth, and then I triumph. But I fall down a few times. I'll tell you, if anybody here has fallen down in this industry, I don't want you to think that this is the end of the road. It's only the end if you quit. So I've been in the industry probably coming up to 18 years. I had a break of about 15 years in between. I know I don't look my age. So I really feel like we have a book here that can change the future for so many people, not just women, by the way. There are men in this industry who really need this too, especially now with COVID, to be able to work from home, provide for your family, and the win-win piece. I mean, this is what got me. In truth, there's one thing that got me in this industry over and over, and it's that somebody else said it, you know, you don't get ahead unless you help others. And I guess if that's in your nature, you should be in this industry. And if it's not, that's okay. You be a customer and refer people and be, you know, happy with that. But when I saw what the win-win looked like, because I came from the world of theater and film and television, it was kind of dog eat dog. And as soon as I saw that this was a place where you could lift people up and pass on your knowledge and your mentorship, I was in. And I love the fact that we have the best timing right now is, in spite of what's going on in the world, more people, our Uber driver today is meeting with us because she's tired of doing that. So we don't know who the next person is that needs us, whether it be for our health products with our company at CBD, or whether it's for the financial, or in my case, I also love the fact that we create friends around the world. I want to travel. That's my goal for the next, 10 years, just to travel. So this gives me that opportunity. And here I am in Cocoa Beach, working, drinking champagne with these beautiful ladies. And I'm just so proud and honored. And thank you, Deborah and Carolyn, for everything.
Thank you, Marcy. Enjoy Cocoa Beach. Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of the book. And Marcy is actually offering 2 gifts. So the first gift is a bottle of pure gold CBD oil that is actually, why did I say actually? That is safe for everyone to use. So you can get this bottle if you answer the right answer to this question. And if you're the first one. Where is Marcy right now? There's where's Charlie. There's also like, where's Marcy? So the one who answered the question right, the first one will win this beautiful bottle of pure gold CBD oil. And Marcy is also offering a private coaching session of 30 minutes. So we will pick a name for that coaching session. And good luck, everyone. Thank you so much, Marcy. And I really hope you're enjoying yourself. So we're going to go to our next author in the book, a woman that I absolutely love. She's one of my favorite people ever. She is the mother of 2 gorgeous daughters. She's an amazing artist. She was nominee for a Juno Award. I will introduce her, Waymatea Ellis. You can take the stage.
Thank you so much, Caroline. I'm going to start by taking a deep breath and hope that everyone will take one with me. I want to be totally present for this moment. It's a big deal. My heart is pounding. I think that I've never seen such sisterhood. I'm moved to my very heart and to my core about how much pouring in that all of us are getting from all of the authors. So I invite everyone to really fully just feel that. And I will share a little bit about my background. I am a mom of 2 beautiful girls. I am a solo parent as well, and I am a teacher, a former teacher, and a musician, and a holistic health practitioner. And my dad is actually here on the call, and I'm very excited because I get to share a little bit about him. When I was 4, this is the story that I tell in my story. That's me holding a conducting baton at the age of 4 to his band that he was a music teacher for back in the 70s. And the reason why I shared that story tonight is because I want to just give myself permission to remember from that experience that it's okay to be uncomfortable, and it's also okay and a beautiful thing when we all get together and make a joyful noise. And I want to thank our conductors, Deborah and Caroline, for bringing all of these beautiful voices together to make this joyful sound of hope and forward motion and inspiration for all of us. I'm very, very grateful. And for me, my experience with network marketing actually began in my early 20s. I remember the company that I was with, although it wasn't a fit for me, culturally, it was such an inspiration to see all these amazing accomplishments of so many people. I thought, well, I can probably do that. I could do that. And, they predicted that in 25 years that everyone would be buying things online. Now, remember, I was in university. This was 1991, and the internet did not work very well. I just didn't believe it. Looking forward now to what we are in, we've watched this last year absolutely accelerate that prediction. And we're here poised in this moment where we have this access to so many ways that we get to share everything we already share and be in relationship with each other, and especially in this last year, be connected and have, high touch in this amazing way that we couldn't have dreamed that would exist. And imagine on top of that, being able to share and support our families. So I'm very excited about all that we get to share tonight, and I hope that it inspires everyone to consider the possibilities for this thing, this magical internet that we all get to enjoy, that this could really be the time to break out your dreams that you might have put in a box or written in a book 20 years ago that you could do. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for, this magic moment where those dreams are a possibility, and those wishes that you ever wished for can come true. And so I just invite you to just fully embrace that moment, and just thank you all for the honor of being in the company of such brilliant, incredible women. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you so much, Wei. We love you, and we love your spirit.
Love
and
you.
You can see as the chat is going, everyone is, you have this vibe of giving, and it's just beautiful. Thank you. And one lucky person will get to win a private session with Wei Matea. So private coaching session. If you answer to the question. So the first person to answer this question right, what was Wei Matea nominated for? Wow, already the answers. I'm not sure who's going to be first. We'll look at it tomorrow, but you will win a private coaching session with Wei Matea. Thank you, Wei. So let's go to our next author, another woman that I met in 2020, beautiful spirit, yeah, I'm sorry, there's so many things I want to say, and I'm like, So a beautiful spirit. I will introduce her simply, Marilee Marichik. Are you on?
I am. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you. I am sitting here. I don't know if you all feel this way, but totally choked up, especially the authors, just to be a part of something so special. And, first of all, it's fun to dress up and throw some twinkle lights. I haven't done this in a long time. We've just been at home working from home. But I'll tell you what a gift it is that we have something that we can share. And so let me tell you just a little bit about myself. Marilee Marisich. I'm from actually the San Juan Islands in Washington State, and we live on an island. And I am marveling at the fact that in the world that we are today, I have the ability to build something globally. And I know every author on here feels the same way. And if you're in this industry, you understand the significance and the importance of this industry in this day. And, a little bit about my journey. I'll take it way back. And I loved Way sharing this about her as a little girl. I too, as a little girl, and I want to literally tap into each of you listening, because I'll bet you most of you on here would say the same thing, that even from the time you were young, you felt something inside. You felt a spark. You felt that there was maybe a purpose. Something significant would happen in your life. Can anybody say that? That was me. That was me. And I if you knew me though, you would wonder when I was a little girl, how would that even be possible? I am officially probably the shyest person, as a child at least, that you've ever known. I was painfully shy. And that rolled into years, actually several decades of an anxiety disorder. I struggled with that for such a long time. Yet I knew I had a purpose. I knew there was something that I would do. But life rolls around and you're trying to make a living. So now you're a young adult. And at that time of my life, I married my hometown sweetheart, Sean, who was a Bering Sea commercial fisherman. So if you've ever seen the television series Deadliest Catch, you have a visual of what he did. Thankfully, at the time, I did not. I would have worried myself crazy, but it was high risk for high pay. And so we really kind of got stuck in a little bit of a financial rut, because he was making an amazing income at a young age. Here we were, newly married, and we thought that we were set financially. So we were in that mindset. He was sacrificing, time being home, but making an income. I was doing some marketing in the background at home and working for actually my family business, which I absolutely loved, working alongside my dad and my mom. I loved it so much. But it was at that time we thought everything was really set, that I got a call one day and my husband had injured his back. It was a career-ending injury overnight, and it changed our world. It rocked us upside down. In fact, he spent over a year at home trying to get back in physical shape so that he could work again. And that was a time for us to reinvent ourselves. And I'm sure many of you on this call can say, yeah, I've had some stuff in my life where I've had to reinvent myself. It was during that time we were just trying to lock into this job, and that wasn't paying enough hourly. And we were trying to, find where our fit was. And we thought we found the American dream, and that would be starting our own traditional business. So we just, as we are entrepreneurial people by nature anyway, we dove all in. And we got busy and we got to work, and we found ourselves quickly working each 100 hours a week minimum, just to get that dream off the ground. And from on the outside, you would look at our life and you would say, wow, these guys have it made, they have it set. And I honestly felt like at night, I would just be in tears. I'd be praying, there's got to be a better way. I've got to get off this hamster wheel. And it was at that time that somebody saw something in me. I was the person that sat there with my arms crossed, and I was so skeptical of a presentation. Someone wanted to show me a product line. And I sat and I listened. She came back to me, and I want to tell you, if you've ever felt like following up with people sometimes can be monotonous. Oh my goodness, she could write the book on follow-up. She finally had me say yes, and I sat in front of her at a presentation, and she shared the entire story. And I saw the income disclosure statement of what women were making in this industry of network marketing, and my jaw was on the ground. They were building a leveraged income, and I was blown away. And so it was at that presentation, though, you're going to laugh when I tell you this, I still said, no way, I'm not interested in the business, no way. But I purchased some product, and the best thing ever happened to me at the next few days. I said no to the business, saw the possibility, but she went out and started recruiting my friends in my small town on the island I live in. And to this day, I am so grateful for that moment, because I literally said, oh, no way, I can do this. So I magically found time to jump into this industry. And I want to tell you, I am now celebrating 14 years in the industry. And in the beginning, I was not that rocket ship that took off. I floundered. I did just, minimal effort in the business, in the industry in those first few years. I was trying to get my footing. But I want to tell you the power of stories is this. You're now here because we're talking about stories. Many stories from women, all backgrounds. But I want to tell you, I listened to and I saw speakers speak, and I heard one too many stories. I got tired of floundering in the industry, and I literally was so inspired by one story after another. I literally said to myself, why not me? I want those big paychecks. Why not me? So I became a student of the industry, mindset, all of the things that I needed to learn, all of the skill set so that I could be a better person, so that I could serve my team better, and that I could love other people better. And in that process, I can't even believe the growth that's possible in this industry from a personal standpoint, and how it can affect every area of your life. And now I love what we do. And I know every author in this book can tell you the same thing. We are passionate about helping others succeed. And it is a true joy. And I feel like now I can tap back into that little girl and say, I found what it is that I'm supposed to do. And honestly, guys, I love this. And I just want to encourage you, go after your dreams. Everyone has so much greatness inside of them. Absolutely go for it. Don't hold back. Jump all in. I promise it's worth it. And thank you so much, Caroline and Deborah. I can't even tell you, I have to pinch myself that I get to be a part of this. This is a true joy and dream come true for me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Sorry, I was on mute. Well, thank you so much for being in the book. And I mean, you totally belong in this book. If anyone does belong, you do. And thank you for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. So Marilee is offering a free coaching session as well. So we will pick a name and you will get to spend 30 minutes with this amazing lady. So thank you. Our next speaker is someone that is super sweet, another big powerhouse, but also very subtle and very sweet. So let me introduce you to Kathy Enkin. Can you unmute yourself and take the stage?
Thank you, Caroline. So you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So first off, before I forget, I'm going to raise my champagne glass and toast to Caroline and Deb and all the contributing authors, but especially these two women, because I don't think that we honestly have the slightest idea how much work goes in behind the scenes that they did to make this all happen so that we could bring the word out and our stories to help others. So it started with them and they pushed through us to touch so many other people. I raised my family in Seattle, Washington. I have 2 grown daughters. We have a new grandson. He's just turned 4 months. His name is Baker, and he is the light of our life. And with this business, it wouldn't matter where my children moved to, but both my girls decided to move to Boise, Idaho. And this profession, this industry allows us to go where they go, because we can do this business from anywhere. Just like you've heard many of the other people talking, like Marilee just mentioned, we're in a global economy that we can do from the comfort of our home. As a child, I was the oldest of 7 kids, and I think that might have had something to do with it. My mom was young. She was 20 when she had me. She had all of her children by the time she was 32. Imagine. So she really leaned on those of us that were at the top to be problem solvers, to be solution finders, to be change agents in our family. And I think that's one of the things that I find is one of my strengths, is I'm always looking to help people. It's something that I'm fulfilled with. And I believe that this industry, I found my home because I was able to help people, make people better, look better, live better, feel better, just by the relationships. by developing the relationships. And it all comes down to the fact that we are in a people business, and that is the thing that we all have in common. We're all people. And so if you have that inside of you, a little bit or a lot, if you recognize it or if you don't, there are so few industries that can satisfy that and allow you to help others, to make people better. And the thing that happens is, as a young person, I didn't really realize that all the intent that I had to help others was coming back to help me. And even though I was raised as an adult in the corporate world, like one of our authors mentioned, I didn't find this, I think it was Marcy, I didn't find this until I was in my 50s. And I just pray sometimes that every person, but especially women, find this industry when they're young and make a choice if it's right for them, but at least have the opportunity to have it a long time in their life and be able to realize that everything you give comes back. Help enough people and then you will get helped as well, as somebody said. Just show people that you care and you will be rewarded more than you ever thought. So with that, the thing that's come to me is time freedom, financial freedom, being able to have the flexibility, being able to help others, because the things that come to you because of this through the personal development and through the income allow you to help other people where you would not have been able to do that before, because poor people cannot help poor people. So being able to give and gift is a huge thing for many of us. So I wanted to leave you with a quote that I saw, and I actually put it up on my social media today. And I love this because so often, especially girls are, I don't think it's as common now as it was when I was young, are told not to dream too big, that we always hit ceilings, that we couldn't get paid off of merit, right? How many of you have worked beside someone of another gender and you could not make as much as they made, even though you might've been doing more work than they were doing, right? So, but Oprah Winfrey said, if you have $1 million dream, don't let somebody with a $40,000 salary talk you out of it, because you were put on this planet for greatness and you have every right, as Wei said, to dream and achieve all of it.
Thank you, Kathy. That's so amazing. And I actually, whoops, sorry. I did see this quote today on your Facebook wall and I was just like, yes. Because that's one thing that I say often, you know, if you buy someone's opinion, you buy their paycheck. But the way that Oprah said it, of course, is better. So thank you so much, Kathy. And Kathy is offering an amazing set of products. So basically, excuse me, a cleanser, a day cream, and a night cream. Again, it's the flagship products of her company, Neora. It's anti-aging products. It's absolutely phenomenal. They work very well. So the first person to answer this question will win the set. Where did Kathy grow up? Okay, I saw the answer. Not sure who, but I did see the answer. Congratulations. We will contact you tomorrow. And thank you so much, Kathy, for being a part of this book. I mean, it's, you know, a blessing to have you. And as you can see, I'm a little mixed up in my notes right now, but I did find my page. Sorry, my assistants are not on top of things tonight. So our next author is someone with such an interesting background. Honestly, she was, you know, born in Canada. She lived a part of her life in Haiti, a part of her life in Sri Lanka. She studied in the States and then came back to live in Canada. The culture that this woman has is amazing. I would like to introduce Anouk Malika Flambert. So I will leave you the stage, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I just want to take a moment just to say again, Deb and Carolyn, thank you so much for creating this. I have been so, every time we get together as a group of the co-authors, I've been so moved by the things each of us has to uplift each other with, and that's been happening to me all evening. So thank you so much. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, I'm a mother of 4 extraordinary boys. I am an economist. I spent my entire life swearing that I would never be a business owner, never go into entrepreneurship, that I just needed my steady paycheck. And like for a lot of people who have mentioned it here, everything changed once I became a mother and discovered this whole other side to myself. And I first started my own business as a private consultant in market research, which was in my industry at the time, before discovering network marketing. And I spent 8 years trying to make that a way for me to be able to work from home, be more present for my kids, until I hit a ceiling that I think is a ceiling that's true for a lot of women who are in business for self in any form, which is the ceiling on my confidence. I discovered that entrepreneurship in other forms is one of the loneliest gigs. And so when I was introduced to network marketing, what I saw was the opportunity to build an asset-based income, but most importantly, to just be surrounded by an injection of all of this love and strength and courage that I couldn't summon on my own. I'm really thrilled that my mother's on this call. I remember I'm her only daughter. My mom's Sri Lankan. She was always a rebel and a feminist and a rebel for women's rights within her generation and culture. And I'm so proud to be her daughter. And I remember when I was a teenager and first starting to struggle with those insecurities that are particular to girls. I think we all have them. But I remember my mother telling me when I was afraid to go to parties and what people would think about me, to stand in front of a mirror and tell myself, look at me, I'm beautiful. Look at me, I'm beautiful. And what I have discovered in this industry is that it's this one place, and I've been in lots of places where to earn an income, a lot of places professionally, it is this one place where to earn money, you have to uplift and help others. Anybody in this industry will tell you their business shifted when they were able to stop coming from a place of all of the fears and insecurities that all of us come into life with, and start just focusing on who can I love more, whose heart and potential and soul can I shine enough light on that I can bring them up to finding their greatness within them. And just by putting yourself in the shadow, shining light and love on other people, that is how you make money in this industry. When I discovered that, I was home. I call myself a global nomad often because of my background. Well, the global nomad has found her home in this industry. And so I really, my biggest message to everyone is that, I think, especially as women, there's part of us that is not, we long to give, we long to nurture. And this is where you can have your cake and eat it too, be there for your family, for yourself, and for others. And so if you are as skeptical as I was at the beginning of this industry, I just want to invite you to keep an open mind and take a look, because 2021 is the year for our industry, as our company's founder often said. And Deb and Carolyn, thank you for starting with women with your series of anthologies, because I think you're absolutely right. When women become millionaires, we have a better world. And so I think that's clearly 2021 for all of us. So thank you so much for being here, everybody.
Thank you so much, Anouk. Thank you. And hey, we want to contribute to making the world a better place. So let's all become millionaires. So thank you. Anouk is graciously offering a 30-minute coaching session. So people, don't forget to write your email addresses or your contact information. And also, I want to remind everyone that we are launching an amazing book tonight. So go order your copy on Amazon. You can go on amazon.ca or amazon.com, or actually we are in 13 markets. So Australia, Mexico, Japan, Germany, UK, a lot of places. So just go in the search bar, 20 Powerful Women in Network Marketing Tell All, and you will find the ebook for today only, finishing today, is 99 cents. As of tomorrow, prices will go up, but please get your copy today, and it will also help us go to bestseller. So our next author is someone dear to my heart. It's actually the person who introduced me to this industry. So we are not in the same company anymore, but I will forever be grateful because she is the one who actually opened my horizons. And thank you for that. And thank you for being part of the book. Another powerhouse. Welcome, Caroline Auger.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. And thank you so much, Carolyn, for all of your hard work, and Deb, and for asking me, Carolyn, to be part of this book that I know I said no to at first. But I'm very grateful and grateful to all the authors. Carolyn, I'm going to throw something at you. I forgot to tell you, offering this book. This is my book under pseudonym that I am offering as one of the other gifts. So that's that. And I prepared something a little different for everyone tonight. So here we go. My name is Caroline Auger, an entrepreneur and author too. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to offer this book to you. I love to give hope and inspiration because there's just so much you can do. My passion is to ask, in what way may I serve you? I wear many hats and absolutely love what I do. A passion for massaging, coaching, and writing too. Almost 9 years ago, network marketing came into my life. Forever grateful because it has made me a better mom, woman, and wife. Joining Arbonne has been a true blessing and a definite win, with a philosophy of embracing a connection of mind, body, and skin. It's a business that fosters a positive mindset and helps us all to flourish. That's sure a bet. We know shopping online is something we must all do. Arbonne offers skincare, makeup, baby care, nutrition supplements for you. If you're looking for change, something more, or something new, find your company and your person if this evening has resonated with you. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night.
That was cute. Awesome, Carolyn. Okay, so thank you for the gift. So Carolyn is offering 2 gifts. The first one is her self-published book, an amazing book called With All My Heart, that if you don't win tonight, after buying our book, you can go get hers. So the first prize will be the coaching session. So a 30-minute coaching session with Carolyn. And the question to get this coaching session is, which company is Carolyn with? So the first person to answer correctly will get a coaching session. And the second gift, her book With All My Heart, we will pick someone randomly. So thank you for your generosity, Carolyn. And you can see that, when it's getting late, I lose my French. I lose my English. My French comes back. So let's move on to our next author, a beautiful lady with amazing eyes. Honestly, the first time I spoke with her, I was just like, oh my gosh, her eyes. But besides having gorgeous eyes, she's also a powerhouse. Let's welcome Serene Nielsen.
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank everyone that's on here. Touching my heart. If I cry, somebody's going to win a prize. So I'm going to hold into it. It's an honor being part of this wonderful group and these incredible women. They're so inspiring, and I'm not going to cry yet. And I'm just so touched and moved because as we're reading this book, we're all alike. We all need to build up our self-esteem, our self-worth, and believe in ourselves, bottom line. When I came here, I was born in Fiji. When I came here, my parents came for hope and a better lifestyle. And I didn't know what that would look like. I did the traditional things like going to school and then working retail and then working in the dental office. And then I still got into debt. And then I realized I needed to do more. So when network marketing came into my life, I didn't know what it would look like because I didn't see anyone that looked like me. But I was there asking questions. I'm thank goodness for my friend Dave and other mentors who gave me some great ideas, aha moments. I had a lot of ups and downs. I tried to fail forward. There were times that I felt like I wanted to quit because it wasn't working for me. And the thing is, the longer you stay in it, the longer you'll see that it's worth it. So I just wanted to say, at first, when they asked me to do this book, there were so many reasons why I thought, no, I don't want to do this. I shouldn't do this. And Cyrene, the small limited beliefs started kicking in. Then I realized that anything in life I'm doing, like doing this business, say yes and tell the world and figure it out. So Eric Worre talked about limited beliefs. He spoke to me. I hope this book speaks to all of you. And I just want to say that I'm inspired by all these women, and I want to inspire others. And I hope to be the person that I was looking for when I came into network marketing. I just want to leave you with this quote. Holding it together. You're not going to win. Love life and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. And I share that with every one of you because this journey, if we don't have our health, money doesn't matter. But if we help each other and impact as many, many people in life and serve others, that's so rewarding. And I just want to thank Deb and Caroline for including me, and it's such a privilege and an honor to be part of this platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cyrene. You belong in this book, and good job, you made it through. Good job. So Cyrene has an amazing gift to give. It's a product set from USANA. So it's Tel Aviv basic pack that will include a basic pack for sensitive dry skin. It's a protective day cream, a cleanser, a replenishing night cream, and a perfecting toner. So an amazing set that I'm sure you will absolutely love. So to win this set, I will ask you a question, and it's going to be one that we talked about a few times, but a while ago. So out of the 13% women who are millionaire in the world, how many are from network marketing? 13. First person to answer will win this amazing, beautiful set from USANA. Now we are moving. We have 5 authors, no, actually 3 authors left, 4. So let's keep on going. Can't count anymore either. But the next one is really a woman that I love so much. It's funny because I met her officially a few years ago in an Uber. We were sharing a ride because we were in the same company, going to the same conference, and we were both late. So there was an Uber. She's like, "Want to share?" I said, "Yeah." We got on the Uber ride, and she totally prospected the Uber driver. I had the best prospecting class live in an Uber. She is so amazing. And then when I told her that, she was just like, "No, I always do that." She is passionate beyond passionate. And basically every cell of her is, her every cell is really breeding her business because she embodies it like 100%. She's been in the business for 50 years. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And let's welcome Brenda Lee Gallatin.
Oh, that was quite an Uber ride. You know what? I don't think we can toast too much. So let's have another toast to Deb and Carolyn, and just, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I know what's going on behind the scenes, and it's more than any of us really can comprehend to put this together and in such a short time. So Cheers to you. Of course, Elaine got me on that one. So honored to be invited to be part of this book. And really, when I hear all these other stories, I'm like, what? Wow, how did I end up here? Oh my gosh, I am so honored to be asked, and so much fun to actually get it done and accomplish it. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but it's always, I mean, to write and to speak and to teach and to train and all that kind of stuff. It oozes out of my bones, and I just love it so much. And because it's all about making people better. And a tiny little bit of trivia, I got to tell you that my email, you can jot it down if you want, imakelifebetter@Yahoo. And I've had that email address since email was invented. And you can know that's the truth. And then when I landed, found the company that I'm with right now, and the first thing I saw was the motto is to make people better. Isn't that what it's all about? I mean, it really is all about helping people's dreams become a reality and taking them from not knowing to knowing, and knowing with super confidence that, look, I'm telling you, if you do what I tell you, if you follow the map, I know I can take you from ABC to XYZ. And it's just beautiful. And what the main thing, I guess, what I want to say, and I think I put it in my chapter, I'm sure I did, if I only knew then what I know now, I would have chosen network marketing as my career path. It is a really honorable profession. It has become an honorable profession. You know, back in the day, I mean, network marketing has really got a bad rap in many, many ways. But now it is absolutely recognized as an amazing career choice. And I'm forever grateful. I'm one of those that, and of course, you know, I'm old, so you get that. And I've been here in and out of the industry for over 50 years because whatever came down the pike, I just sign up to get the discount. So I've been in and out of so many companies, and I've had wonderful success with some. And boy, when this landed, holy cow, you guys, 8.5 years ago, this landed at a time when my husband and I were having a very serious conversation about how in the world are we going to make it until we're in our box. Seriously, Social Security isn't going to cut it. I said, honey, that's why we have 6 kids. We can go 2 months here and 2 months here and 2 months here. We'll be fine. Trying to make light of a very serious topic. But you know what? This landed. It just landed in my lap. And fortunately, because I had known of the founder before, who's his reputation is the millionaire maker, I thought, I want to be in that club. And you know what? Joined, and a few of my friends joined, and you know how it goes. And then a few of their friends and a few of their friends. And now we've got a team in like 13 countries. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. This industry, if you're just dabbling in it or you know someone that is, get them this book. And I say, order boxes of these books and give them to your team, give them to anybody and everybody that signs up, send them to your customers as an appreciation gift. I mean, if we had more of these books many, many years ago, this is so inspiring. Everyone comes from a different place. Everyone has a different walk of life and a different background. And sometime I'll tell you my story. You know, married at 16, right? And 6 kids and 16 grandkids and 4 great grandkids now, and on and on and on it goes. And throughout life and throughout my other profession, I was a marriage and family therapist and addiction specialist and domestic violence treatment provider. So that's my background. But I've always, since I was a young bride, had one foot in this industry. And oh, if I had only known back then what I know now. I am thoroughly equipped for what my future holds. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm confident and comfortable knowing who holds it. And I want to say one thing is to swoosh away stinking thinking, because you know that gets in the way, right? Stinking thinking. We can probably make a big list and identify that. I'd rather have you make a big list of your dreams and go for those. Stick and stay, never go away. Winners never quit. and quitters never win. These are some of the things, I mean, over the years, you know, all this personal development and reading 10 pages a day of a good book and all that kind of stuff. It's all included in here. So go ahead and order yourself boxes, not just one, but boxes of these. Really give them out. And you will be doing them a great big favor. And I just can't wait to see what happens with this in the future. So thanks for listening, and thanks for being here. Hey, how about one toast? Can you see what it says on my glass? It says time to celebrate. That was one of the companies I was in. Time to celebrate. Let's have another toast.
Thank you so much, Brenda. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. And Brenda is graciously offering a 30-minute private coaching session. I promise you, you want this coaching session. I'm not sure if you'll get, you know, half an hour of laughing, but you will learn a lot. So thank you so much, Brenda. And thank you for being in this book. And what I love about Brenda is that she joined this company when she was, you know, in her late 60s.
I'm 77, 78.
Yeah, you were 69 or 70?
Yeah, I was 69, but I'll be 78 in April. So if you got any old folks who think they can't do this, I'll be happy to talk with them. I don't care what company you're in, just send them my way.
Yes, well, that's the point that I wanted to make, because there's really no excuse. And honestly, this woman has more energy than me and Deb and others, you know, combined together. So age is only a number. That's the point that I wanted to make here. So thank you. Our next speaker is someone who is with an amazing company. And let me introduce her, Tracy Anderson. Are you on?
I'm here.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Caroline. So thank you. I'm just so honored to be included in this group of phenomenal people. Again, I'm Tracy Anderson. I'm actually from the Seattle, Washington area. But because of this industry, I was able to buy my dream home in Arizona and move down here this last year. So I'm very happily in the sun right now. This industry has been such a gift for me. It was truly a convergence of my passion for health and wellness, which really came about because I had some health issues of my own. But it was also my passion for entrepreneurship. I had always wanted to be my own boss, work for myself, determine my own schedule, not answer to anyone but myself, right? I'm a single mother of 3 kids, so that was very important to me. So anyway, it all came together beautifully in this industry. And you know, I just listen to everybody's stories, and, you know, having kind of paged through the book some, it's no coincidence that everyone kind of has come from a place of adversity at some point in their life, because, you know, adversity is a phenomenal driver. And, you know, I think the people that have success here, you know, understand that, you know, you have to be driven, right, by something, whether it's, you know, a purpose or hunger. You know, for me, it was, you know, being on the verge of losing my home and not being able to support my kids. And that's how I found myself in this industry. And so anyway, again, such a gift. And, you know, the stories in this book, you know, they have power. Words have so much power. And, you know, think about it as you're reading this book, not just about yourself and how it resonates with you, but people you might know as you're reading the stories, who might resonate with the stories that you are reading in this book. Because probably most of the people here on this Zoom right now have some sort of understanding of this industry, or they're in it, or you know people that are in it, right? But, you know, it's really those people we need to reach out to, the people that don't know, right? And so we can help them, right? Whose life can you change? I really believe that we live in an abundant universe, and I believe you put money in the hands of the right people, the right things happen. I think Caroline kind of touched on this a little bit too. And I truly believe if you're here and you're listening to this, and you're in this industry, you're the right people, right? So I just really encourage everybody to go out there, make a lot of money, and make the world a better place, and think about who you can reach out to and share this book with. Like Brenda Lee said, buy a bunch of them, hand them out, right? Share the link on Amazon, get the word out, because these stories, we had to get very vulnerable to tell our stories. I think Carolyn and Deb said that to we had to peel back a lot of layers and really expose our inner selves in order to share, you know, where we came from and how this industry has made a difference for us. So, you know, we want to inspire people through that. We don't just do that to serve ourselves, we do that to serve others. So get out there and share that book and share the stories with those that need to hear it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for being part of the book, another powerhouse. And Tracy is offering beautiful products from Madare. So 2 bottles of BioCell liquid collagen. So the question to win these great products, what is the name of our book? And I'll need the full name. So you can put it in the chat, first person to put the full name of our book, and I see that someone put it already, is winning those products. So thank you, Tracy. Now our second last speaker is another powerful house that I met in 2020, who is probably the only one in the book who is not in skincare or wellness. She is in the, I want to say the food industry. Correct. But she's going to correct me properly and say it properly. But let's welcome Dana Nicholson.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Deb and Carolyn for inviting me to be a part of this book. It's been so amazing hearing everybody's story. And I am in the food industry. So what my company specializes in is helping home chefs take the stress out of everyday meal making. And I'm located in Whitewater region, which is just outside Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And I just want to share with you and take you back 20, almost 21 years ago and tell you a little bit about how I got started with my company. And we were in that season of life where we were running out of money before we ran out of month. And I'm sure many of the authors can relate, and the guests, some of the guests, maybe you can relate to a season of life like that. And I was a brand new mom to a 6-month-old baby, and I didn't want to have to go back to work full time, though not working wasn't an option. And a friend from high school came to visit me, and she brought me 2 of the products as a gift. And I tried these food products and loved the product so much that I called the company to reorder, and they said, well, the only way to reorder is through a consultant. And why don't you think about becoming a consultant? And I said, no, thank you. This isn't for me. Like some of the other authors on here who said no at first. And then after about a month, I thought about it. My husband was in the military at the time, and he was away on a tour of duty. And at that time, you got 1 15-minute phone call a week. And I was telling him about this company. He said, Dana, just go for it. Let's give it a try, because if you don't like it, we'll eat the kit, burn the manual, and be a really good customer. And here I am, almost 21 years later. And it has just been such a joy and a delight. And one of the big things for me being a military spouse is that as my husband was posted around to different parts of the country and different parts of the world, I didn't have to quit a job. I didn't have to then pack up our family and move and then look for another job and update my resume and wait to see if I would get interviewed and then go through that interview process and then hope that I could find childcare. I was able to pick up my business and take it with me. And that has been a huge blessing to our family. And as my business grew, also my family grew. So I was the mom of 4, and I had 4 kids under the age of 5 with a husband who was gone for months at a time. And what I didn't know then, though I know now, is that my business really helped me with my mental health as well. And it can be lonely when you're posted around. It can be lonely when all you just have those kids to talk to. And I didn't have that because I had that connection to this community through my business. And that is one of the biggest blessings for me. It gave me that extra purpose beyond my family and my children. So I believe passionately in this profession, and that what we do here is grow people. And as our company has grown, we're a Canadian company, but 18 months ago, we expanded to the US, and it's just been an opportunity to help others to grow more. And what I know now that I didn't know when I started my business was that in this profession, our dreams are all linked together, and we come together, and by helping others and serving others, that we realize our own dreams. And I am one of those people that believes that more women, and of course men too, but more women making more money is good for us. It's good for our families. It's good for our communities. It's good for the planet. And that what we do here is we really create a legacy. And I'm so humbled to hear all of your stories, and to acknowledge and honor each of you for creating that legacy. So thank you again, Deb and Carolyn and all the authors. And what I'm giving away tonight is a 30-day meal plan. So for those of you who are stressed out about what to make for dinner, this will have the products in it. It will come with a meal plan, recipes, grocery list, and you'll be set up for 30 days. So thank you so much for having me. What a beautiful evening.
Oh, wow, Dana, thank you so much. I need this. And I also need the cook that comes with it. But thank you so much. That's a very generous gift. And we will pick someone and we'll let you know. And what a powerful story, honestly, because with everything that she told us, she still rose to the very top of her company. And yes, she is part of the women that will change the world. So you know that 85%? So our last author, I'm gonna thank her, but she unfortunately completely lost her voice. But I do want to acknowledge that Lisa Grossman. You can talk, Lisa?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm a fraud.
I'll let you talk a bit.
I'm a
Go
fraud,
ahead,
but I do
Lisa
not talk
Grossman.
because and please forgive me, I don't usually sound like this, but I couldn't not speak after listening to all of these amazing, amazing women share. And it's hard to follow them because I heard so much of what I would say and so much of my story in each of their stories. And I realized that if you're sitting in the audience, chances are you're hearing pieces of these stories and finding yourself in them as well. So my story is in the book, and I've had a very unusual career in network marketing. I'm going to share a couple of things with you that maybe might resonate. I've been in the network marketing arena for 32 years. I celebrate, and I've had a great deal of financial success, but it's only in the last 5 years that I've understood that success is really not all about finances. That's just something that allows you to, it measures impact. The more money that you make, the more people whose lives you're causing a positive impact in. And that's why it's so important that women are out there helping other women to get ahead or get out of debt or feel a little bit better. I say that because when my whole life, I was listening and she said, you knew you had a spark. I felt like a misfit my whole life. I was smart, but I was raised by a mother where good was never good enough. May she rest in peace. So I suffered from the disease of terminal comparison, which I think all women can relate to, with a healthy dose of chronic unworthiness. And through that episode, I ended up in a family business where it looked good. I made a good living and was miserable because in my family, it didn't matter how it was, it mattered how it looked. It needed to look good. When I was first introduced to network marketing, I thought it was insane. And I was making money, but the people were talking about a freedom I couldn't imagine. So I said, okay. And in the first 2 years, I made no money and I got a college education. And life can be what you want it to be if you're willing to take the steps. And then things happened in my life. So network marketing was there. Things happened in my life. And my husband was in a 4-car collision. We went through a lot of surgeries and I had 2 small kids. And I didn't know what to do. And network marketing was there. And I went and found network marketing again. And now it went from fun to helping me get through that whole thing. And then you'll read about it in the book. Through my family business, all hell broke loose. And I ended up spending a year in federal prison camp. And when I got out, there was nowhere to go. But network marketing was there. People that I met in network marketing stood up to help me. They believed in me. They didn't care where I'd been. They cared if maybe I could contribute tomorrow. That was 2001. And that was the year when nobody would hire me and nothing would happen. I got out in 98, but I consulted for a while because I understood the business. In 2001, I went back into the field. And that was the year I joined that 85% and made $1 million in 2001. And a lot of women weren't doing it back then. And you know what? It was a good old boys club. And you heard about a lot of the things in network marketing that you heard about in the traditional world. The difference was in this industry, it doesn't stop you. And 20 years later, and there have been many times in between where life would come up and network marketing was there for me. And the reason I fell in love with this business was I still felt like a misfit, but it didn't matter because it wasn't about me. It was about the opportunity to be involved in a world where the more that you helped other people, not to be as good as you, but to be better than you, to rise higher than you, to become irrelevant because you're sitting in the office cheering for people that maybe because you showed up one day and asked a question, they now have a changed life and you got to be a small part of that. So I could be a misfit because it was about celebrating them. And I've been all around the world. I've lived overseas for on and off for the last 10 years. A year ago, I came back from Hong Kong, where I live half the year, for 3 weeks to speak at an event, and the pandemic hit. And I'm telling you all this because this was a really hard year for me. Financially, it was the best year that I ever had in network marketing. But it was a rough year for me I'm at my lake house in the middle of nowhere. I'm not on planes. I'm not doing what I usually do. The world is crazy. But the family was there. And then Deb and Caroline, God bless you both. Deb called me to write a book, to be in this book. And I don't want to be in this book because I still feel like that misfit. And I look at these women and I look at what they've accomplished. And I think, that's not good. But she said, maybe your story can help somebody. So I wrote the chapter. And the last 3 months, I haven't been at all the book clubs. And I've only heard all these women for the first time. I'm coming out of it though. But you know what? That's network marketing. Because in traditional business, it would be like, well, you didn't show up, don't show up. And I wasn't really comfortable being here tonight. But they said, come, share. They don't care. Because network marketing, you can light everybody else's candle and yours doesn't burn any less bright. It becomes part of a sea of light that lights the world. So the reason I'm saying all this to you is you may be looking at all of these women who are celebrating their successes and think, that's not me. I can't do that. They're not here in spite of the rough patches, and we've all had them. They're here because of it. And maybe you don't see $1 million today, or you don't see $500,000 today. But this business before the pandemic was the best way I ever saw for somebody to be able to create an extra $300 to $500 a month in their lives and still have a life. And we're told that would have changed the lives of 80% of the people. And that was before this last year. Now it is something everybody needs. So celebrate all the things that all these women have done. They're amazing. They're incredible. And their success is a testament to the fact that long after they needed to keep working, they kept working because they're here to change the world, not just create a great income. But what I know is that when somebody can buy ballet lessons for their daughter that they couldn't buy before they came to this business, when somebody can bring in somebody to help them clean the house or get a babysitter so they can have a date night with their husband, when just a little bit of money can bring so much joy and relief to people, that if you see it or if you're a part of it and you don't share it with other people and allow them to make their own decision, shame on you. Everybody needs to know that they have an option. They may choose not to do it, but they deserve to know they have a choice. Deb, Caroline, all these women that I've heard tonight, I love each and every one of you all that we've never met, because once again, when I need to be inspired and reminded why we do what we do, and to show up even on the days when you're not your best, network marketing was there for me. I love you all.
Wow, Lisa, we really kept the best for last. Thank you for talking to us, even if I know your voice wasn't, was
I'm
hurting,
sorry.
but
Sorry.
you are so
Also-
inspiring. And it's, I do want to touch on this, on the fact that feeling as a misfit, I think that so many people can relate to that, because we do quite often feel like they belong there, I don't. But you so belong in this book. This is your place. Lisa is like an international speaker. She spoke at GoPro. She spoke at tons of different events. And you can see why. She is so inspiring, so real, so grounded. Thank you, Lisa. It's very much appreciated. And we're very happy to have you as part of the book.
Hello, can I talk? I forgot. I'm not usually so emotional. I would absolutely, because I hadn't been that in touch, absolutely. If you want to give away coaching with me, I'll do 2.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So see, another thing, Lisa will offer a coaching session, 30 minutes. And, I want to win it. So just put your name in. We'll draw a coaching session with Lisa Grossman. Thank you so much for being here. So that was all the authors. We went a little bit over time, but it's okay, because I think that every one of them had something brilliant to bring to us. And the thing is, like, we are so passionate that it's hard sometimes to keep it within 2 minutes. But what I do want to say is get your copy. That's an amazing way to support us. The ebook is 99 cents. And I will let Deborah do the closing of this amazing event. And I really want to thank everyone for being there. I've been standing for 2 hours and I feel like it went like a flash, because it was an amazing, inspiring night. So Deborah,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Caroline, for graciously bringing in the authors and exiting the authors. And thank you so much, ladies, for everything that you said. And especially the people that hung in here from the beginning to end, just really showing your support for everybody. I'm going to close with just a few pieces of information, because, there was a lot of talk about women and the future, and someone who's in their mid 50s, I think I can very much relate. My dream when I left school was to become a stewardess, because I think our choices were stewardess, nurse, and teacher. And I'm like, I'll take the one up in the air, And so I just want to share some really interesting things with you that I think that you're going to find really exciting. And then I'm going to give you a tally of where we are. Our goal when we launched at midnight last night was to be a #1 bestseller. And so I'm going to let you kind of know where we're at. So I want to let you know that the global, and I'm talking worldwide, because that's what we're talking about here. The global female income for 2020 reached $24 trillion, up from 20 trillion in 2018. 43 trillion of global consumer spending through volunteer private consumption with an exchange of money or goods or services in 2020. 43 trillion. Okay, we're talking about women in business here. Women-owned companies represent over 40% of registered businesses worldwide as of 2020. By 2030, women will change the workforce landscape. by adding 100 million more working women to the global economy. Women, oh, so what is it here? By 2030, we will cross over, we're going to cross more than half of the world's total wealth. By 2030, more than half of the world's total wealth will be owned by women. Wow, that's right, Alicia. Wow. So congratulations. If there is anything that you get out of my chapter, and I'm not going to go into it, is that I am a huge believer in giving gratitude backwards. So if you're 20, you go thank someone who's 40, 50. If you're 30, go thank someone who's 50, 60. If you're 40, go find someone 60, 70, and 80 and thank them if they are women for forging before you, because they made it easier for you. And the women that are in this book are making it easier for a generation that may not even know about it yet. Always give gratitude backwards for the women that allowed us to do what it is that we do, have the freedoms that we do, and the people that fight for it, women and men. And I want to drum roll, please. So I want to let you know that out of the number 6 top bestsellers in the category of entrepreneurship, number 6 is Elon Musk. I don't know if you guys know who he is. It's kind of this Tesla kind of guy. Number 5 is Simon Sinek. Do you know Simon? You see him all over YouTube. Number 2 is Dan Norris. And number 1 is, should we say it, Caroline? Should we say it? Should we say it all together? Who has just hit number 1 in the best-selling category of entrepreneurship? 20 powerful women in network marketing tell all on Amazon. Raise the roof, people. Raise the roof. Take yourself off mute. Take yourself off mute.
Ladies.
More champagne. Beat out Elon Musk. Tesla's number 6. We're number 1.
So tell us that category again.
Entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship on Amazon.
On Amazon. And so what we do want to end off with this is that if you were inspired, if you are a woman, if you'd like to see yourself in one of these books, contact us. If you know a man, we've got a series for men as well, for couples as well. This isn't stopping. This is just the beginning. And February 14th is an important date. If you're an author, don't ask us tonight, ask us tomorrow. This is an important date. That's when the speaker page goes live with all of your beautiful videos. And we're going to do an announcement around that. That'll be a big day for you to send out to your friends. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending, coming. Caroline, I love you. Thank you so dearly. And with that, we will end our beautiful evening. So thank you for coming to the first book launch ever for True That Media.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Caroline.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Everyone. You guys are so incredible.
Hi, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys were amazing. Congrats.
Love my fellow authors. Caroline, thank you. Oh my gosh.
You're all so amazing, incredible. Listening to you, what a privilege.
Lisa,
Thank you,
glad you're able to
everyone.
speak. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you too. Go celebrate.
Right on. I'm ready.
I've got a screenshot. I'm going to send it. I'll send it out on my Facebook. You guys can just steal it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.